Good morning. Welcome to the Fun Side of Business podcast live. It's not live at all, but we're on video.
We're on
it's
video,
like,
first
it feels
one.
very different. So those of you who are still listening on Spotify,
Thank you.
A, thanks. B, come find the video. So I think it's going to be on Spotify, YouTube and various other places, but who knows?
Yeah.
It's the
We've
first
made
one.
it.
So
We're here.
we're here. Anyway, so without further ado, today's guest.
I'm excited.
Today's guinea pig.
I'm excited. Yeah, the guinea pig.
Absolutely, the guinea pig. So it's nice to kind of go along and have full circle because he was one of our first audio only.
One of the first, actually, wasn't he?
He may have even been first episode.
I think he may have been, yeah.
Second. You and I were first.
Yeah.
But the man, the myth,
The legend.
the one who makes everyone smile, James Roper.
Hey.
Morning.
Welcome.
Morning. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
joining us.
Of course. I didn't even hesitate when I
You're
got
up
the
for
text.
anything you are, so it's fine. Well,
Within reason.
I probably shouldn't
yes.
air that, but yeah.
Yeah. It depends. More so when the cameras aren't rolling.
Yeah.
Okay, James. So we've got your origin story.
Yes.
So we know the James Roper journey from school. Hang on, dodgy school.
School.
Yeah.
Little side hustles.
Hang on, which was dodgy school?
Westbourne.
Dodgy school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Westbourne to wealth management.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, many side hustles and to where you are now. So fill us in, James. Let's start off nice and easy because we've got a bowl of horrible questions for you.
Oh, God.
But let's start nice and easy.
Yeah.
Where's the journey gone from now you're doing what you're doing? I know we stopped obviously at the point of you now become a financial advisor.
Yes, exactly that. So, I don't know if we covered how I got into that, but long story short, was at a wedding with my wife's bridesmaid's best friend. Yeah, my wife's bridesmaid's husband, who owns quite a large wealth management company. He said, how's work going? And I said, bit stagnant, bit stuck in a rut, not really enjoying it. Go in, do what needs to be done, go home, no investment. And he said, have you ever thought about doing what I do? My honest answer was no, I don't know what you do, but I know what car you drive and I know how much your house costs. So you've piqued my interest. Yeah, exactly that. So,
okay, so do you have the car and the house?
I'm working towards it.
Nice.
Yeah, working towards it. The plot of land's been bought. Yeah, won't talk about that today.
That's a whole different episode.
Yeah, a whole different episode.
Okay, so let's go along and cover this one because I remember and I quite fondly tell the story of the point where you stood up in one of our networking breakfasts and said, hi, my name is James and I've kind of gone self-employed from today.
Yeah.
And I remember everyone giving you that round of applause of well done you. And your face was just like, I feel proud, but I'm still cacking myself about it.
Exactly that, yeah. Yeah, I'm still cacking it.
But less cacking it.
How many years are you in now?
4 years in
4
now.
years.
That was 4 years ago we had that chat.
Wow.
Wow.
Which is crazy. So the actual business itself has been trading 3.5 years now.
Wow.
Which I still can't
That's
believe.
amazing. That's great. Well done. That's incredible.
Busier than ever. Still working at 9 o'clock last night. There are some changes going on, which you're aware of, because obviously you're going to meet my wife, Becky, soon. She's joining the business. So,
how's that gone, by the way?
So far, it hasn't officially happened yet, so it's still good.
They're still married.
Yeah. I think I mentioned to you before that I stupidly mentioned the word performance-related bonuses, which didn't go down very well.
Yeah. Have you handed their employee handbook with many caveats of saying you can't ever ask me to do this?
Well, shout out to Shelley from Raspberry HR, actually, because I had a chat with her and she said if you make her a director, she's not as...
Yeah. Welcome to Jen.
Yeah, exactly that. So it's going well. Laptops have been bought for her. The limited company's set up. We're just waiting to get FCA authorization because I can't trade from the new business until that's FCA authorized, which you can imagine there's lots of paperwork to fill in and lots of red tape. But yes, she's got the laptop. She's started doing some training. She's handed her notice in with her... doing it today, actually, I think. With her.
Oh, exciting times.
Yeah. She's made them aware anyway, but got to officially put it in. We've had that very serious chat of, look, we've been together 17, 18 years now.
Yeah.
We obviously get on really well, which we do. If this starts to get in the way of that, then we need to be really sensible about this and nip it in the bud. And I'll go and hire somebody else because it can't affect our relationship is the main thing. Yeah. Which I don't think it will. I think we're really...
Guess what? I heard something the other day which made me laugh a lot. All wives are bullies.
Yeah, I'll stick with
People ever go, no, they're not. It's like, does she help herself to your snacks?
I help myself to her snacks.
Right, okay, so you bully her. Okay,
so James is a bully here.
Does she make you do things that you don't want to do?
Yeah, but I make
Bully.
her do stuff she doesn't want to
Okay,
do.
you bully her then.
Yeah.
Does she make you go places you don't want to go?
Yes, but
Bully.
then I make her go.
Okay, so in which case you bully each other. For me, I'm like the other way around. It's like, I get bullied, and bullied.
Yeah, no, it's...
Oh, see, no, I wouldn't say my husband is... I wouldn't say I bully. I reckon I'm too out for it.
Hang on. If you tell Eric to go somewhere he doesn't want to go...
He won't go.
Okay, all right.
And also,
you don't bully
you
him
forget
enough.
we know Doris, and that doesn't sound correct, if I'm honest with you.
It's very true. I sent Doris the reel and she went, yeah, okay, fine, I'm a total bully. So yeah, so she embraces it. Okay, James, so what we've got for the new video podcast, and for those of you still listening in audio, we're going to keep doing it in audio as well, so don't panic. But the new format for the people returning, we're going to ask them questions.
Okay.
Some are nice, some are horrible.
Okay.
About business and, at the end of the day, we've got to stick on brand somewhere in terms of business.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to let Jem pick out a first question.
Pick the first question.
Go on, Jem. We've got the bowl of questions, so it's random what you're going to get here.
Hey. Oh, it's one of your questions.
Oh, God.
Well, why don't you pick one of your questions?
Oh, it's fine.
Go with one of your ones.
Go for it.
No. Go with one of yours.
Okay, so...
By the way, just for full production values, we mark these G, so Jem could pick out her question, because they're nicer ones.
Okay.
And the first question she picked one without a G.
One of yours, yeah, exactly that.
Right, okay, so here we go. What's the biggest challenge in your business right now?
It's probably that there's not enough hours in the day. Hence, working till 9 o'clock last night, and there's been lots of late evenings recently. However, it's okay because I know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. I know Bex is coming on, but it's the admin. It's the amount of admin. My industry is very red tape, as you're aware.
Yeah.
There's lots of admin. And if I'm honest with you, I'm not great at that. It's not that I'm not great at it.
So the work's out there. The work's fine.
Okay, I've got a question for you then that's just going to follow up, and it's not the one on my piece of paper.
Okay.
And these aren't really questions. They're more discussional points. But do you find, which is a very common thing in new business owners, that delegation is difficult?
Yeah, I do. I think I've switched that switch in my head. I think where I've been is the first couple of years, I was reactive to everything that was happening because it was new. I didn't know what was going on. And it's frustrating because for the last year, I've now wanted to become a bit more proactive. And I'm still very, very reactive.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of things I want to implement. There's lots of things I know I can do better. And that's where I know that bringing Bex into the business, it will take it to that next level because it will allow me to not be doing as much admin that I don't enjoy, whereas she'll thrive at that. My diary will be color coded. It will be perfect. It's even little things like if I've got 10 meetings to book in and I ring those 10 people, you know what I'm like. Everybody's going to ask how the kids are. I'm going to ask how they're,
that call turns into
those 10 calls, and just to book in 10 meetings, you could lose a morning, or more,
easily.
So if she can take some of that off my plate, I can do what I love, which is being in front of people and helping people and doing that kind of the element of the job. So, but it's also the other little things that. There's some proactive stuff that I want to be doing that we're not doing.
Do SJP limit on what you can do in terms of software and stuff to get people booked in?
A little bit. This is the worst thing, is we've got some fantastic software. We've got some great AI. We've got some new things coming on board, some of which I was looking at last week. And I'm kind of going, well, let's not look into this too much because this is the stuff that I want Bex to be doing anyway.
Yeah.
So I kind of, again, everything at the moment is just on a bit of a pause until next month. So again, this is where I don't mind doing the late nights and I don't mind doing all this admin because I know that a month down the line, that's not going to be there anymore. So, but there are some limitations just because of where the data's stored, for example, and how confidential some of that data is, and especially with the sums of money that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some really, really good software programs out there that we can use that I'm not utilising that I should be. I just haven't got the time to even.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But Bex is now IT.
Admin.
Your PA that she definitely doesn't know. Have you not told her this? You told her she's not your PA, right?
Yeah.
A little bit. Smidge.
Exactly. Well, look, do you know what I honestly
By the way, Bex, if you listen to this, obviously you're not his PA. It's a executive assistant. Is that right?
Yeah, whatever she wants to call herself.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, director.
Exactly. Yeah, director.
Fellow director.
Non-advising director is what she is. Yes, officially on the paperwork anyway. Yeah. So, but if I'm completely honest with you, I think having her on board will take the business to the next level because I procrastinate. I'm not very good. I think you kind of crave stress a little bit. It's it's addictive, isn't it? Stress. I'm sure as business owners, you know that as well. But I'm bad at it because I will leave things till the last minute, stress, get it done. Hence why I work late at night. Whereas I think with her on board, she'll have things a bit more organised, and it'll be, I'll be held to account a bit more, which I need, if I'm completely honest.
And you'll find you then have more time.
Exactly that. And it will free me up to do the things that I want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, when we first met, I networked like you wouldn't believe. You know, whether it was local networking events, your network, I still obviously come to your networking event, golf networking event, you know, all of these things. I've stepped back from nearly all of them, apart from RSZ, I may say. I'll still be there, obviously. But I've just stepped back from that because and it's a great position to be in, that we're busy, the money's coming in. You know, I'm not knocking it at all. But I want to get back out there. And I want to not just have the portfolio of clients that we've got at the moment, but grow that. And I know how I want to grow that. And I've got lots of thoughts and plans of how I want to do this. I just haven't got the time to implement it myself at the moment. So I think with her coming in, it will take the business to the next level, hopefully.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered yourself that you're neurodivergent in some which way, shape or form?
Been called many things before. I try not to think
like a bit ADHD. Because that thing of procrastinating until, you know, when you go, I've got 3 hours worth of work to do, but I've got 9 hours to do it in. So what I'll do is I'll leave it 6.5, 7 hours, and then I really put the pressure on and get it done. It's a real ADHD
like someone
trait.
Else I know.
Yeah, that's definitely me. Yeah, I'm terrible at that.
Well, there you go.
But it seems to be working okay so far, doesn't it?
Are you ready for your horrible question?
Yeah, recite your full profit and loss spreadsheet from
No, bizarrely enough, it's a revenue question, but yeah, Jen, pick this out. If your revenue dropped 50% tomorrow, what would be the first thing you did?
Sack Bex.
No, she hasn't started yet, so you can't use that one.
What would I do if my revenue dropped? Oh, that's an interesting question, isn't it? I think first and foremost, I'd want to know why, because I wouldn't want it to happen again. So there would definitely be some kind of investigation and some looking into what's gone wrong. I think I'm a big believer in you learn from your mistakes. So if it was a mistake that's led to it, that's fine. I don't think you sit there and dwell on it. You kind of roll your sleeves up and go, look, this is what's gone wrong.
Let's not let this happen again.
How does it not happen again? What do we need to change to make sure it doesn't happen again?
Maybe go and speak to his accountant.
Yeah. And speak to my accountant. Yeah, exactly that. I mean, it would be disastrous if that happened. We could survive. But yeah, it would... Good question, Nick. Yeah, definitely tell us a Nick question.
But the nice, you can see what Nick
part is. You see, this is why I get the stinky one.
Yeah.
So like, but it's nice to hear that there's instead of a woe is me, it's a, well, you roll your sleeves up and you crack on. And I love that. Yeah. And that kind of is a great ode to you, because you had the same thing when it was like, when you're getting started, how many clients have you got? Because obviously you've bought a portfolio of clients. Nope. You've got this. Nope. You're going in with absolutely nothing. Yep. And so, you know, ultimately, if someone turned around and took away all your clients tomorrow, just repeat, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're in a different position at home now because there's 2 kids to feed,
and no income if
and no income,
no
income from Bex. Yeah. And maybe start selling feet pics or something and see if I can.
There we go.
Yeah, just diversify.
I love that side hustle.
Diversify. I'd have to start. Yeah,
he's going back to his days at school. Where he just had a little side hustle, make money. Yeah,
you'd roll your sleeves. I'd find a way. Yeah, I think that's the way. I mean, we've had some setting the business up. I think I went self-employed for the first time ever in a cost of living crisis with Bex on maternity leave and a 6-month-old child. It wasn't easy, you know, and I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for her, I guess is the main thing to say. She was the one that said, look, do this. And I back you. And, you know, that year we were watching our friends go on lavish holidays, and we were used to lavish holidays and we weren't doing them, and we had to kind of really penny pinch. And you know, we'd done that for the first couple of years. It's now starting to turn that tide where I do nice stuff and I can treat them again. But by no means where I want it to be. You know,
I think that's it. You've just got to trust the process, haven't you? You've just got to keep telling yourself.
Yeah. I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, and one of the biggest mistakes I ever made was leaving the timber industry. Should never have done that because I hated the job afterwards. Yeah. However, if I hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have then left that job and I wouldn't have found this. And I love this. So, you know, you will make mistakes, but they happen for a reason. So it's then just finding out, you know, how do we adapt and overcome and move forward, I guess.
And then Jem.
Give me a nicer one, Jem.
Give one
so
for the
I'll find
Jem
one of
side.
mine then, shall I?
Yeah. I love that you actually got a bowl as well.
Did you like it? We need to get it branded, actually, don't we? Do you like it? I know.
Hang on. Sponsor placements are available. Please drop us a note or a comment below.
Also, I like that you've got RSZ mugs and I haven't.
I don't know what you... Oh, yes, so they are. I didn't realise that.
We need to bring an extra one for the guests. Right. It's our first show, okay?
We're getting there, yeah.
Okay.
It was constructive criticism.
Thanks. Taken.
Yeah, save it when we're not live. Anyway,
Can you just text me after the show, please? Right. Oh, this is a nice one. What's something you've improved recently that's made a real difference?
Knowledge. Yeah, I mean, everything I do at the moment, most of it is new. Every situation for a client is so variable, and there's some weird and wonderful things I've done for inheritance tax.
I can imagine.
Recently. And it's just about the knowledge. The more knowledge you have, the more you can help a client. And maybe to the detriment of my clients at the first part of my business career, where I didn't know everything, or I still don't know everything by any means, but I know a lot more than I did 4 years ago. And you've still got that imposter syndrome, because I go into a meeting and think, I don't know this. But I think if you're very open with somebody and say, let me find out for you. As soon as you start trying to bullshit people, they realise, don't they? And I've never been that guy. So I think it's just, look, we can do this or we can do that. I don't know that, but let me find out for you. I can find out. So
that's all people want. Honesty. And then they can trust you from that point forward.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
All that matters.
I think that's quite big, because there's so many salesmen nowadays, aren't there? Just want to, sell you stuff, which I don't put myself in that category. So I think the knowledge that I've gained over the last 4 years of doing it has massively helped, because now I can speak to people that maybe I wouldn't have spoke to in the first year.
And also big up year one clients that you can now go back and find new products, new services, and better solutions for them.
Exactly. I mean, I'm pretty sure that what we've done for them, well, in fact, I'm positive what we've done for them, because we have to prove suitability was the right thing to do. Maybe it's more new clients that have more specialist requirements, so I can now start to help, and I would look for those clients rather than I would have done before.
Well, because you've got the confidence to now,
Yeah, exactly. So, I think knowledge has been the key thing. Technology has helped massively. I'm just not utilising it enough, and I can see some of the things that I can start to implement, and it's going to make a massive difference.
But again, that will help when Bex comes on board.
The new
and
IT
you have more
director.
time. Yeah,
exactly that. So technology and knowledge, I'd probably put down to that. Yeah.
There we go.
But I one of Jem's questions. I went.
You're going to get one of your nasty ones.
Yeah,
so why don't you have two separate bowls for next time?
Well, we should do that next time, shouldn't we? And you can choose which one you want.
Nah.
Everyone will just choose my questions.
They'll just pick the nice, easy ones. Yeah. Right, okay. In your opinion, where do you see other business owners wasting the most time and money?
Probably hosting podcasts.
Yep, I agree.
I think I don't really look at other business owners, if I'm honest with you. I don't like.
But do you see other businesses? Because obviously, everyone has a. I mean, I guess maybe I've got more of an inside track. So, I mean, I know how lots of businesses are getting on because I represent them. But you must have an inkling about, so-and-so's doing well and so-and-so's not. Do you look at those businesses and go, let me go and see what other people are doing well so I can replicate it, and let me go and see what other people are doing badly so I can steer away from it?
Not really, if I'm honest with you. I think there's a little bit of that happens naturally anyway. We've got a thing within SJP called the Spirit of the Partnership, where I thought, if I'm honest, when I joined, it was a load of commercial rubbish, but it's actually really come true, where when I first started, a couple of, advisors that have been doing this for a long time said, well, just come and have a coffee with me, tell you what we do, how we work, that kind of stuff. So I've definitely picked up lots of help that way. When I look at other business owners, I don't look, well, how well are you doing or how bad you, and I don't like to compare myself to them. But what I do pick up on is I see how busy they are or how stressed they are. Or what I notice more, I think, is the work-life balance. I think because that's so important to me, I see them and I hear the stories of, my daughter's crying because you work too much and you don't get to see them. And that's where I think it doesn't matter how much money you're making. And I think maybe some people get too bogged down by being successful and earning money. And that used to be me 10 years ago, don't get me wrong. But I think that kind of switches when you have kids and you start thinking, well, actually, I'd rather be more present. But
I think age changes it a lot. I think, I mean, obviously, as the oldest person in this room, I look at it and say, when you were 20, 25, 30, 35, it was all very much a case of get money, get money, get money, get money, get money.
Yeah.
Then once you get money, and by the way, we're not talking about telephone numbers, but enough that you don't have to think, oh, hang on a second, how am I going to make it through to the end of the month?
Yeah.
Mm.
Once you get that, you realize that actually that's not really the solution to things. It removes worry, but it's not going to give you happiness.
Yeah.
And I think you find your metric of happiness doesn't instantly go to money anymore.
Exactly that. Yeah. A friend of mine in the industry had a big practice, lots of staff, was earning a lot of money, was just the most stressed bloke in the world, and he wasn't happy. He's made some big changes to go completely the other way. I think he's seen how I'm working and the freedom and the flexibility that I've got and the enjoyment for the job. Because that's the other thing. I think he stopped enjoying what he was doing. Well, I know he did, because we've had lots of chats about this, and he stopped enjoying it. It became a chore, and that's never.
We've had many people on our previous shows that have said they've had these really well-earned paying jobs, but something was missing. They just didn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much money you make. There's still. It doesn't result in happiness.
Some people are happy to do that, aren't they? Some people are happy with that 9 to 5. You earn your money, you spend it the weekend, and there's nothing, you can't knock that if that's what you're happy to do. Whereas I've earned a lot more money in previous jobs than I've earned in this for the first 4 years, but I've never been as happy as I am.
But you're enjoying this,
and I think I'm talking to lots of young entrepreneurs and people who are early on in business, and I kind of want to help them, because, like you guys did when I first started, you were there to questions and help and just say, almost just give you that. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Just do it. Yeah.
And I think that's one of the key things that I try and get to people is actually you might earn less money, but you'll be a lot more happy.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have that freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it and run it how you want to run it.
Yeah.
But it's also your baby. You want it to do well anyway. So you've got that investment in it, which I think is the key thing. Because I was just going to work, doing what needed to be done. I could do it with my eyes closed, close the laptop at 5 o'clock and then not think about it.
Yeah.
And that didn't do it for me. Now I'm stressed and I'm laying in bed and thinking I've got to send this or I've got to set that trust. And that's there, which I didn't have before. But I think that becomes quite addictive.
Was it Scott Russell we were talking about entrepreneurs with him, and he said, but there's so many good, was it intrapreneurs he called them, who actually work for businesses. So they find their place within a business and they excel, and that's good for them. Not everyone has got an entrepreneurial mind. No. Yeah. But once you find your place and you find your happiness, that's all that matters.
Every entrepreneur is a sadist, just so you know. They don't realise it, but this is, at the end of the day, you go along and start your own business. It's less money, it's more stress, it's more hours. It's a lower quality of life, and we love it.
Yeah.
Lack of sleep.
Yeah. But,
let's do it all again tomorrow.
I think the nice thing is that, when you follow through, and I can't remember which film it was in, but when you follow through the chain of things and you go, look, I want to go and earn loads of money. It's like, why? It's like, well, because I can invest it, right? And do what? Well, I can make more money. Okay. So you get a whole load more money. Then what do you want to do? Well, then I can spend my time doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
What's what I do already.
Yeah.
I just don't need all the money in the world to do it. I need enough money to get by and still enjoy what I do.
Yeah. It's the story of the fisherman, isn't it, in Colombia or wherever, and he's fishing and he could buy 10 more boats, he could have a fleet, and he goes, well, what would I want to do that for? So you can have more time at the weekend to do what you want to do, which is what fish.
Which is counterfish.
Yeah, it's counterintuitive, isn't it? So, yeah.
And I think if anyone is ever uncertain about that, think about a simple metric. Someone turned around and said, money is so important. It's like, okay, fine, I'll give you £1 million, but you won't wake up in 2 weeks. You go, would you take it? And they go, no.
Time's more important.
But time's more important.
Yeah.
Stop chasing money and enjoy your time.
My life became a lot happier when I realised that. So
there we go. Right.
There we go.
Plug at one of the horrible ones.
Yeah.
That's one of you. There's a big G on front of it. That's how we know. Right. If you could turn back time, would you start the same business?
Yes. I would have just done it a lot sooner.
Okay.
Oh, that's a very confident answer. Yeah.
And I've got a follow-on to this. Okay. If yes, what would you change?
Starting it sooner. I think I would have just found out a little bit more about the industry first. Not necessarily the industry, but it would have been really nice to come into this with a bit of a head start. A bit of, don't get me wrong, you have to do the diploma and you have to train and you have to be compliant to be able to do it. But being compliant and being qualified is very different to real life experience.
Yeah.
So if time wasn't an option and you could maybe shadow somebody for a year and do that first. So when I went through the training, I think there was 14 of us, and I think 4 of us went solo as partners and set our own business up, and the other 10 went in practices and worked with other, for somebody within a practice. Maybe that would have been nice, but actually, no. Do you know what? No, I wouldn't have changed that. No, I think I'm happy with.
Would you embrace IT more at the beginning, like set the systems up with, like you said when SJP have their thing that you thought was commercial nonsense, and actually it's like, no, actually it's really good to hear from other people.
Yeah.
The same thing where they go, we've got these systems. You're like, just give me Outlook and get me on a golf course and I'll go and sell to people.
Probably not. No, I think because in my industry and for me personally, I love being face to face with people. It's what I enjoy doing. So there's no point setting all of this up if it's not then going to be for you anyway. I might have started doing this for a year and then not enjoyed it, and it might not have been for me. Luckily, I absolutely love what I do. So it was, let's just, let's not run before we can walk. Let's just see how it goes. Let's get out there. Let's meet some people. Let's talk.
Well, you've built your business the way that works for you.
Yeah.
I mean, it might not work for other, but you are a very personal person. You like to be on a golf course. You like to go meet people. You are that guy.
I wondered how long it was going to take for this to come up, the golf. Yeah.
No.
Hang on. It's all right. We've got this. Whoa, look, hang on, Jem. Oh, I'm going to do this because now we've got the right one.
Yeah.
We're going to do this as well with all our new guests.
Okay.
They've got a would you rather question.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't write this.
So here's your would you rather.
Somehow. This wasn't.
Would you rather stay away from your entire family for an entire week, no contact, or stay away from golf courses for 1 year?
I have stayed away from my family for a week to play golf.
Okay. But no contact? No calls, no texts,
God,
no
that's
nothing.
difficult.
No, it's not difficult because I'd have to. it would have to be. It's all about the delivery here, isn't it? I guess.
Remember, Bex can watch us.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm. Yeah, in fact, you've teed me up nicely for me to have a week away for my 40th. Let's say 70% of my business comes from the golf course. If I can't go on the golf course for a year, that's a big hit to our business, and then I might be 50% down, like we mentioned earlier. So I think I could explain it in a way to Bex that she would understand that I need to not speak to her for a week.
All the kids. I
need you to just take this one for the team, Bex, because I need to go and play golf this year and earn some money for us.
I'm working to pay for our,
I like the way that you've also justified, I'm going to go and play golf for a year. You only have to be away from him for a week.
Yeah. Yeah, but I can't play golf for the year, can I, if I don't do that?
So that's the other option,
It's the better of two evils, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I do like the way you twisted that to say, yes, I just probably won't get in contact with them for a year and just play golf.
No, you're misquoting me there. Good job this is on video. I would flip it and say to her, well, would you rather I didn't play golf for a year and we then don't have a mortgage and a house and we have to sleep on the street?
I can so imagine him saying that.
Or would you rather take one for the team?
You can go to a ridiculous extreme, right?
Or would you rather take one for the team? You can't speak to me for a week. It's really sad. I'm gutted that we can't talk to each other for a week, but we've still got a roof over our heads.
What about if she said, but I miss you and your recurring revenue will be good enough?
I think we could come to an agreement.
Yeah.
An understanding, a mutual understanding.
He's going to play golf.
I think we need to.
That's it.
I think we need to strip emotion out of this and it be a commercial decision.
Well, this is a business podcast, right?
This is a business podcast, yeah. So we strip emotion out. It's a commercial decision.
So all things being equal, you would definitely spend the time with Bex, but from a commercial side point on a business podcast, you'd focus on revenue.
Yeah, I would have to, unfortunately, not speak to my wife or kids for a week.
Yeah, go play golf.
I can't even get away because I'm on camera. I was trying to say it with a straight face, but I'm smiling.
It all comes down to post-production now, how badly I edit this one.
Yeah, this is definitely a soundbite here, isn't it?
This is what I was just thinking when I was thinking, that could be a nice little soundbite.
Right, go on, Jem.
Yeah, let's move on swiftly, please.
Yeah. Shall I give you a nicer one?
Yeah.
Avoid the would you rathers.
Okay.
I haven't been playing a lot of golf recently.
But that to you is a different thing to like normal people. You go, I haven't been playing a lot of golf. Oh, okay. Last week I only played twice. The week before I only played 3 times. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. How much have you been playing? Once a week?
Next question.
About exactly as I've just declared.
That's my question. How much? How many times have you played golf in the last month? No. What's the focus for the next 3 to 6 months?
The focus is get Bex in,
get
her trained up, get her freeing me up And then it's that switch of being reactive to proactive.
Yeah.
I've got some things I want to do. I think with the industry she's in at the moment, she can help implement some of that as well. And it's then...
Is she excited for this? Is she like ready to...
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a little bit of nervousness, of course.
Yeah, it's the unknown for her, isn't it?
She's worked there for, I think, over 10 years. Well,
yeah.
So she's leaving a job that she's been at for years. I think because she doesn't understand the industry or the business, and that's the first step is to kind of get her in. This is what we do.
Yeah.
I guess she's going to have to try and understand what I do and how we make money as well is the first part. But then I don't know if she's worried if she's not going to add to it. And I know she is.
She will in ways she probably doesn't even realise right now.
Exactly that, yeah. I think from her point of view, it's a new thing. She doesn't really know what that role's going to be or how she can help. Whereas I know that's exactly what I need. And I also know how much she can help.
Yeah.
But I think it's nice, obviously, from your point of view, where you can see, it may well be that Bex is going to generate zero income, right?
Yeah.
And directly, that's the most scary thing in the world for her to go, hang on, I'm going to come in, it's going to cost money to the business.
Yeah.
And I'm going to generate nothing. It's like, yeah, but it doesn't matter because if you free me up for 4 hours where I can spend 4 hours selling rather than 4 hours doing paperwork, this can double our revenue.
Yeah.
So even though it's like, out I go as the big fear and I can't do what I do unless you're there supporting it in the background.
Yeah. Well, and there's also some preservation there as well.
And I'm not talking to you for a week because I'm off to play golf.
Yeah. I mean, there's some preservation there because I can't carry on the way that I'm going at the moment because it's busy. It's I'm at 9 o'clock last night. I'm closing that up going, I've still got so much to do. I should really be working for another 2-3 hours here.
Yeah.
But just so burnt out, if you know what I mean.
And of course.
I would be making some serious changes to the business now if I didn't know that was in the pipeline. Whereas I know there's light at the end of the tunnel with her joining.
Yeah.
So there's the preservation. There's also, like you said, the opportunity for me to free me up time as well. But there's also, I mean, small things. So she works in insurance at the moment, and I can do insurance, and I don't do much insurance, and I want to be doing more. So it's even little things like, if I go and see a client and I've set them up a trust for inheritance tax, or we've put some pension for whatever it may be, and I'm asking them when their renewals are, should be following that up.
Yeah.
And I'm not, because I'm then too busy with other things that so whereas she will have that, she
could be bringing her skills.
She will be, she'll be adding that element to it as well, which is a revenue bringer. So I think from her point of view, she doesn't know yet what she can add.
I think she's got a lot of things she
can. Of course. Yeah, I think she doesn't realise yet how much it's going to help. But that's a good thing.
Good,
that's a good thing. I just hope she enjoys it, but I'm sure she will. I think it's going to be nice for her to have that freedom because she's not going to be set to, you've got to be in at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
You're going to monitor how long you're on the toilet, like some jobs.
Tell her it's 8:30 instead.
Yeah. You're going to have a lunch break.
Exactly.
We
don't start at 9 o'clock here. We start at 8.
Yes, yeah. I noticed you came in at 2 minutes past 8 today, so can you stay till 5 minutes past 2? 5 minutes
I'd
past
love
5.
you to say that.
Yeah. She can, William's off to school he was 4 yesterday, Monday, which is crazy. So he's off to school in September.
How has that even happened? Wow.
Don't know. But with him being at school and then Jackson, she'll be able to take him to school in the mornings.
Yeah.
If she wants to go and see her friends because she's still got friends on maternity and have lunch with them. She can because what she's going to be doing for me, she can do whenever.
Provided she can burn a 16-hour shift the day before, right?
Yeah,
obviously.
Exactly. Yeah.
With no lunch break.
Yeah,
with no lunch. Yeah, exactly.
What?
Let's not speak to Shelley.
Doesn't matter. She's got run as a director.
That's true.
Exactly. So yeah, I don't think, but sorry, going back to your question, we've diversed massively here. But that's the main focus for me is changing what's there at the moment because we're in a really good position where the money's coming in and the business is thriving, but I'm the bottleneck at the moment.
Yeah.
And we are full to the brim, that bottle. So that will open up for us to do. And I've got lots of things I want to do and there's lots of things I want to be doing proactively and even just record management and, things I should be doing better that I'm not because I'm busy doing other
you just haven't got the time,
So there's loads of tidying up, there's loads of proactiveness, there's loads of new business ideas that she can help with, and then the obvious of freeing me up as well.
Yeah.
Going to be a no-brainer. So that's the...
Do you reckon inside of 6 months she hires an assistant?
She hires an assistant?
Yep.
As long as she's bringing in enough money to cover the assistant, she can do what she wants. I guess she's a director.
You have to bring him.
to give her an assistant.
We are a team. And don't try and get...
He's trying to trip you up at every corner.
She's there to free up your time, though.
Teamwork.
That's a primary thing.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Right, let me go and find one of my horrible questions now. I might selectively pick one of the horrible
I feel like you've been in contact with Bex before this show and asked her all the questions you want me to ask.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
When she comes on board, might we see her networking?
I very much doubt it.
Would you be brave enough to send her to an RSZ event? With all the stories we've got about you?
Yeah, of course. Because they're all good. It's not her scene. Well, you'll meet her anyway when she comes in to learn Zero.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll meet her then.
We'll meet her in the office. But you don't think she won't be the front of the face of the business, the network? She's not like that. Okay.
Yeah, if I told her she had to go to a breakfast and then stand up in front of 40 people and say who she is and what she does.
Doris wouldn't want to do that.
No, she didn't,
yeah. I mean, if she wants to, she could, but I know her well enough to know that that's not
her.
That's not. Yeah.
Okay, right. Let's have a look what we've got.
Oh, God.
Not a bad one. Okay. What's a belief that you held early on in your business that you've totally changed your mind about now?
You thought Nick Hampton was a nice guy.
I'm still there.
Yeah.
No, I never thought it in the first place.
You never thought that anyway.
Hang on, there you go. I thought it was. I thought it was something totally different. Insert proverbial, but I've changed my mind now.
So when I joined the business and set the business up, I looked at lots of different options. I didn't just jump straight in with SJP and partner with them. And that was who I was introduced to, but I looked elsewhere to see what else was around and thought, if I'm going to do this, my job when I go and see clients isn't to sell them anything. It's to give them all of the information that they can then make an informed decision themselves. I'm quite a big believer in that. So I like to do my research. So I spoke to the others out there and I looked at lots of different things. And most of the other partners that I was talking to and the other people that were running their businesses, they had the office, they had some support staff, they had, this, and that was always the target for me. It was always, let's get in, let's get year one under the belt, let's, not run before we can walk, but then let's think about getting an office, maybe somewhere in Ipswich with the shop front and building. And that was always the belief was going to be, let's do that. And then that very quickly changed. So keep it small, keep it one or two people. Yeah. So I think that was the main thing is that the belief of bigger is better isn't always the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably.
And I suppose working yourself to the bone and chasing money versus, no, actually, I'm going to chase time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was always the money chaser at previous jobs.
Well, we heard in your origin story.
Exactly that.
We remember.
And I've still, don't get me wrong, there's still that spark in me where I like nicer things and I like, to earn money, don't get me wrong, but that's definitely not the be all and end all. That's definitely changed. Happiness. And I mean, put it like this, you could be the richest man in Ipswich, and if you wanted me to be your advisor or an arsehole, I just wouldn't work with you. I value that work. All of my clients I love, and I make that very clear early on that we're going to be partners almost for the next 20, 30 years. In some cases, there are some cases where I'm going to look after your children, I'm going to look after your brother, your sister.
It's generational, isn't it? Yeah.
And I've had clients in the last 12 months pass away, and I've had to be there for the spouse that survived and go through that. And you can't work with people that you don't like. Yeah. And I'm such a big believer in that. So it doesn't matter how much money you can make me. If I don't like you, my time's too precious. And I think once you can start to protect your time and your happiness over money, because I've done the corporate world where you've got to go and see people you don't like and you've got to get and do all of this kind of stuff just to
get what you need.
Get your commission or get your deal in, and just won't do that anymore. And I think as soon as you realise that, life becomes so much better.
I love that. So true.
Yeah, it took me at least 4 years to work that out. 4 years, 5 years. But
you learn.
Faster learner than I am.
Yeah, you learn.
Go on then, Jem. You can have one of your nice questions.
That wasn't a bad one. That was a nice question.
That wasn't a bad one, was it?
I think
I'd made it up.
I think you're trying to paint yourself in.
I made it up. The real question was far worse. Yeah.
This is your podcast kind of alter ego, isn't it? You're just trying to. We all know you're a soft little teddy bear at heart, Nick.
So what's working better than you expected right now?
Everything. Yeah,
I had a feeling you were going to say something like that, because everything's gone in the right direction, hasn't it? There's nothing.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's been some learning curves, and there's been some things that.
But we all need them to grow.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't progress if you don't.
Yeah, and I think that you won't speak to. I mean, if you go to RSZ and you've got all of those business owners there, everybody, even if they've been doing it 20 years, still has that imposter syndrome.
Of course.
I don't think that will ever leave you, and I think if it does, then you get a bit stagnant anyway, and you might as well retire at that stage. So I came into this thinking, this is a good opportunity. Didn't think it would work.
Yeah.
I didn't think, more importantly, I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I do. I guess that's the main thing, is that even the real tough stuff, I weird to say this, but I love it.
Yeah.
On a meeting the other day with the lady that started, and he's pulling his eyes out, and it's horrible. But he trusts you to be there and to help him with that, and that feels really nice. So it's even the things that are horrible I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I would enjoy.
Well, it just underlines what you're doing is. Yeah. It's your calling, isn't it? As corny and cheesy as that sounds.
Exactly that, yeah.
You get a buzz out of. I'm not saying you get a buzz out of someone's grief, but the fact that they've opened up their world to you and you're part of the family now, such.
And you can help. Yeah. That being trusted is quite important. I guess. So, yeah, I think that's. I didn't think, like I said at the start, the way this came about was a friend of mine saying, "Have you ever thought about doing this?" And my instant reaction was, "You've got a nice house,
you've got a nice car,"
and that was the motivation initially. Whereas actually now, I didn't think I would enjoy what I do as much as I do. It's got its, I'm doing a lot of the stuff I don't enjoy doing, which is the admin and the red tape and all of that kind of stuff. But the actual bones of the job and what I do, I actually love. Yeah. And like I said, my clients will be clients for the next 20, 30 years. And some of them now are really good friends that I spend time with outside of work as well.
That's so nice.
Yeah, it's lovely. So that's definitely gone better than I thought it would. I thought it was going to be a job, whereas actually now this is me now.
This is you. Yeah.
And I'd never had that before. I'd jumped from job to job so many times to try and find something that worked for me.
Yeah.
This was the first time where I'd gone, actually, I love this. And I thought initially it might just be freedom of running your own business and doing how you want to do it. But actually the job itself
actually the job,
is the cherry on top, where I actually enjoy what I do and I love my job. So that's probably what's gone better than I thought it would.
James Roper, thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Happy to be a guinea pig.
Thank you.
Well, there we go. Right, for all of you people watching this, do feel free to drop comments below. Like, subscribe, share, tag in people that you know. Yeah. Let's see if we can spread James Roper far and wide. click that like button. Yeah. We don't know where it is, but it's going to be somewhere there, right?
We can point down at least now.
Yeah.
No, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers.